Welcome to another episode of the Pierce Brothers. Today, those were our first ever shots out of the new P365 Fuse. This is a new-ish gun on the market. It's a couple months old now, but it's the largest variant of the SIG P365. I, being a fan of the P365, had to wind up finally getting one. A few things about the gun. First of all, those were the first shots. I like it. The 365 with the macro grip is my favorite preferred size. I get a full size grip on there, fits my hand perfectly. This gun is what makes it special is, like I said, it's the largest P365 variant. This version has a 4.3 inch barrel, so you get the longest sight radius of any of the P365 handguns. You get the 17 round with the macro grip. This ships with one 17 and two 21 round magazines. It has the extended slide release. The slide texturing and all that is very aggressive. You get some really good slide serrations for forward control as well as your rear control. The very back of the slide here is a little bit wider than the rest of the slide, this last cut. So if you do have an optic and you still prefer to use your thumbs, you get a good grip on there to run that slide. It has a laser stippled grip, magazine well, a blacked out rear sight with a fiber optic front sight. I'm not usually a big fan of fiber optic sights, but they're good for visibility, I suppose. That being said, nice bright green dot on there. I do like that. I guess I don't really have anything against fiber optic sights. They're just not as durable as other sights. I'd prefer some good night sights on there, but that being said, the rear sight is nice and wide, so you get a really good sight picture. Doesn't matter what kind of lighting you have outside, you're gonna be able to get a good sight picture on there. And that really covers all the features. I guess you have a full Picatinny rail, so lights and all that, very accepting of all your accessories in the aftermarket world. Let's do some more shooting. We're gonna do an accuracy test first with some 124 grain Federal, and then we'll just shoot it a bunch, kind of see what we think. All right, accuracy, we have Federal 124 grain hollow points. We are at 10 yards here. So let's see how she does. Obviously, if you put a red dot on there, you might get a smaller group than we're gonna get here, but I'll take my time and do what I can. Something I do love about the P365 is the trigger. It has a nice crisp break and a nice crisp reset. So really great trigger in these, in my opinion. For a striker fired gun, trigger pull is pretty good. All right, let's go see how we did. So 10 yards here, we had one flyer there. No idea why I pulled that one so bad, but 16 rounds right in that area. So about 3 or 4 inches there, 3-inch group without an optic. That's not too shabby. So yeah, I'd say plenty accurate enough for a personal defense weapon. Now let's do some more shooting and see what we think. Okay. All right, we've got our first magazine here. We're doing some Browning 115 grains of Winchester made ammo. And then we've got 2 more mags. We're doing some Winchester 9mm NATO 124 grain. So 9mm, 9mm sounds funny. Anyways, here we go. Well, so far so good. Shooting really well. Not a very snappy gun for being a smaller sized handgun. Very controllable. That sight picture with that wider rear notch makes it a little slower, I would say, for some of those, getting the sight lined up. So it's not as fast as, say, the TTI Combat, the Canik one. It has a very narrow rear sight, which helps with faster follow-up shots. So throw a red dot on there though, and you'd be rocking and rolling just like any handgun. Overall, very pleased so far. Now we're going to test these 21 round magazines that it came with. Obviously really a great option there to have that kind of capacity. So we'll see how she works. On that note, these macro size magazines, so that whether it's the flush fit or the extended one, when you insert, you really have to push them in there if the slide's closed to get them to lock. Not a problem, just something to be aware of. So yeah, overall really great. I definitely love this idea of having that longer barrel on the 365, and of course the macro, you get that full size capacity in a compact package. So so far really liking this gun. So we're going to put a lot more rounds through it, and we'll do a full 1,000 round review here in the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. But really cool option. I overall love it. I am not biased at all. I
chose the signature SIG fanboy.
Yeah, I am not a SIG fanboy. I really love the 365. I've been shooting them since they first came out a few years ago. I grabbed one off the shelf as soon as they started hitting shelves, that full micro size gun, and I love all the updates they've done and different models that have come out. And I think the macro to me is the perfect size carry gun, and having that extra barrel length on this makes it very shootable. I feel like felt recoil on this is very manageable. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll have more. Go check out our Patreon and our other links down in the description. We appreciate the support. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.